I'm going to teach you exactly how you can make discipline so fun that you can't even be inconsistent. You see, you've probably been struggling with your habits for such a long time, but I'm here to tell you that you don't have to struggle. It can be easy. It can be as easy and fun as you like it to be. You can have the best of both worlds. You can have the success and you can have fun and you can have the dream life and you can have the money and you can have the physique, all while having fun and enjoying your life. You just got to realize and do the leveraged activities. You got to do the things that move the needle the most. You see, the difference is most people are taking the hard route. Most people are struggling. They're struggling with habits. They're struggling with productivity. They can't stop procrastinating, scrolling, doing these bad habits, eating junk food. And the difference is you can succeed. You can have the productivity. You can be disciplined, motivated every day, and it doesn't have to be hard and torture. It might be a little bit harder than you think at the beginning, but that's okay. At the beginning, that's when you break the ice and get the ball rolling, because as soon as you get the ball rolling, that is when the success and the momentum starts to carry you forward. And now all of a sudden, you don't need to push yourself. Now you love doing the good habits. You love reading. You love spending time in meaningful ways and picking up your phone and not scrolling, but just going on YouTube and searching up videos where you can learn things, watching long videos, educational videos, watching movies instead of scrolling, spending time outside, going for a walk, and just enjoying and loving your life. And that is the purpose. I don't think discipline is what people say it is. I think people, they try to, sell you this idea that discipline has to be hard. But if you have the right mindsets and the right frameworks and just the right systems and accountabilities, you don't know how easy discipline is. It's so easy. It's so enjoyable. Discipline is the most fun and enjoyable thing. And that is what I've learned after being on self-improvement for 4 years. I struggled for 2 years. Out of those 4 years, I just struggled so much. I kept going to the bad habit. Time and time again. I told myself, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to go and do the bad thing anymore. But then I kept doing it. I kept feeling guilty and doing it again and again and again until I got so frustrated and disgusted with myself. And I went to the bathroom, I looked at myself and I told myself, I have to change. There is no other choice. I got to change right now. I got to change my life, because if I don't change my life, then if nothing changes, nothing changes. If I don't change my life, I'll just be miserable for the rest of my life and my life will just suck. So now I'm going to move on to the more practical side of making discipline so fun that you can't be inconsistent. So number one, you got to set your environment up for success. You can't have your phone in front of you ringing and beeping all the time and buzzing while you're doing deep work. You got to put your phone somewhere else. Have just your screen in front of you where you can just focus on what you're doing, and that's it. Spend 2 to 3 hours to 5 hours of deep work every single day with breaks in between. Sleep for 10 hours every single day so that you have energy, so that you're recovered and regenerated. Read the right books, but don't start reading 100 pages. Don't read the boring books. Some books I'm a 4-year reader and there are some books that I'm like so bored I want to put it down. You're not the problem. The problem is the book. You got to find a book that's good, a book that isn't going to make you sleep. And when you can find a book that you love, read it, learn from it, read it twice, 3 times, study everything that's in the book, study the notes, study the content of the book like your life depends on it, because it does. Your education isn't what you learn in school. It isn't what you learn in university, what the professors tell you. Education is the most important thing in the world, but it isn't what you think. Education isn't the business class where your professor tells you to memorize the business key terms and write them down on a piece of paper 4 weeks later. That's not education. Education is what you learn, what is going to help you with your own life. Education is when you go on a YouTube video and you watch a video about sales and you practice it and you go into a sales environment and you try to sell and you fail and you learn from that and you improve yourself in the process. That is education. Education is learning and taking what you've learned and putting it into a practical environment. And that's why school and universities are not the best way to learn. It's just, if you want your degree, fine. If you want to do engineering, you want to be a doctor, good for you. But the truth is, education in the formal education system, such as schools and university, they only teach you passive learning. They only teach you how to memorize. They only teach you how to just read something, memorize it, and say it, and write it down on a piece of paper 5 weeks later. Is that really learning? No, it's not. Learning is not passive. Learning is active. The number one thing missing in the formal education system is, in fact, active learning, as opposed to the passive learning, the memorization, the things that everything other than what has to do with actually getting results in your life. Another huge thing that is going to change your life is, what content do you consume? When you're watching YouTube, I watch YouTube videos. Everybody watches YouTube videos and Instagram videos. But the point is, what content do you consume? What does your feed look like? Is your feed pure brain rot, or is your feed actually business, learning, sales, marketing? Alex Hormozi, Iman Gaji, Hamza, and all of these guys who are giving proper advice to the world, proper advice to the youth. Those are the people you gotta spend time listening to. If you're consuming content anyways, you gotta focus on what you're consuming. It's not a bad thing to consume. Consuming is fine, but what do you consume? Do you consume clown videos? Do you watch clown videos, or do you watch business content? Do you watch educational, inspirational, spiritual content? Do you watch videos about manifesting and how to manifest your dream life? What you consume becomes you. What you consume influences your thoughts, and what you think influences your action, and your action influences your reality. So whatever content you consume is literally going to change your life. If you can consume the right content over the longest period of time, you can literally change and form and make your reality as you wish. So optimize your environment, make your environment easy to work with, make your environment set up for success, and don't allow other people's ideas, other people's advice and negativity and criticism to get in your head. Have this mental barrier in your mind, which is going to filter out all the negativity outside. And number 3, spend less time on your phone. Spend as much time as you can doing things that are productive, things that are going to help you and move you forward. Because habits, just like anything else, they require momentum. And when you have momentum, you can take the easy route. Everything becomes easy. Everything becomes set up. So those are a couple of the best tips that I've made discipline for me so fun that I don't even even on my worst, least productive day, I'm still uploading a YouTube video every day. I'm still writing for an hour. I'm still reading. I'm still meditating and eating healthy. Even when my days, my worst, least productive day is somebody else's 100% productivity superstar day. And I'm not saying that to brag, but I'm saying that because over the past 4 years, 5 years even, I've learned the things that just made my progress so much easier, that made my journey so much more, for on the one hand, more enjoyable, and on the second hand, more easy, more smooth. Just like something that flows. Because discipline is fun, discipline is enjoyable, you just got to do the right thing. I hope this video was useful to you. I put my heart and soul into this video. It's gonna be a long video, but anyways, subscribe to the newsletter, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more videos. I'll see you in the next one. You got this, bro.